So as they started lessening and tightening the rules and pulling the noose around the engine builders, the supply chain got shrunk down. Right? Well, in NASCAR racing, they used to, for the most part, the way they used to do the engine program is that the Cup was the top level, right? Cup cars would have a qualifying engine, and they which basically like the smoker, the fast engine, and then it would have actually a race engine, and then they cut back to one engine per race, and then they cut back to one engine per 3 races, right? The engines used to go from the Cup side, and then basically they would go down to the Xfinity side, the week after, or the race after, and then they go from the Xfinity side after they raced it, and you go to the Truck Series. So basically, the racers would be able to, the teams would be able to get a used engine, Cup engine, and either just run it right out of the Cup car, or they can have it freshened up and run an Xfinity, or just race it, or they can have it freshened up and run in a truck. And pretty much all the engines in the Truck Series were used Cup engines or used Xfinity engines. For the ARCA series, for argument's sake, and the Truck Series, they both run LS1 engines in them. So it doesn't matter if it's a Toyota, Ford, or Chevrolet, they all run an LS1 based engine, which is a 364-inch cubic inch engine. It makes about 750 horsepower, okay? Canadian series as well runs the same engine, a little bit different horsepower, different carburetor. That's about 550 horsepower. Okay. Now, what happens is, so now in the ARCA series, they both run the same engine, same platform. One's an Ilmor engine, right? Which Penske Ilmor, which they build IndyCar engines as well. So they build the ARCA engines, and Rob H Racing also builds the ARCA engine as well. Basically, the short track guys, anything under, say, half mile and down will run Rob H Racing engine, because it's actually a little bit lighter engine, a little bit faster on the short tracks, and the larger tracks they'll run Ilmor engine on ARCA cars. All the Truck Series, every one of them, were 396, 700 horsepower plus LS1 engine, and all those cars have all the headers on, as well as all the ARCA series have Renner Kooks headers, which is tri-Y design. Can't really tell you what size they are, but they all run a true step tri-Y oval aerodynamic. Close between 1,500 miles, which is pretty long, to 2,000 miles long, and our headers last couple of seasons. So NASCAR has done actually a great job with the engine providers and also with the sanctioning body to get the cost savings down and reliability. So it's really a great platform. I just don't know if they're going to do that in the Xfinity and Cup because the manufacturers do use it as an R&D piece. So I don't know if it's going to be a great attribute for Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. I think a lot of it is, you'll see a lot of the drivers, as you are seeing now, a lot of the drivers before that they're all great drivers, every one of them. There's no ducks in a row. But you will see, say if you have 2 A guys, and let's say 2 A guys, one's in like no budget, and the other A guys in a B budget, even though he's actually a better driver, but you wouldn't see that because the car doesn't have the engineering, it doesn't have the revenue behind it, the testing and the aero and behind it. Now all the cars being basically the same back and forth. Now you see the guys really rise up the guys that are okay, actually really good, but are thought to be not such a good driver, actually really good driver, if they didn't have the funding. Now you're gonna see the drivers come, cream of the crop will come higher and higher at each racetrack. You'll see different guys come out of nowhere. People that you haven't seen in the past. They'd be like, oh, it's a race car, it's great. Oh no, the driver's really good. Or their team's better. Or their pitch strategy's better, which is still a lot to it. It's really a lot to it. It's basically like more of a chess game. It's really, it's really like, you have to conserve on your tires, you're going to control on your pitch strategy. So now it becomes more driver, team oriented. Of course, engineering helps, to say the least. But it really becomes more driver and a team. So team and driver.